And Dave and Joey both on the line now. Welcome. Hello.
Hello. Thanks for having us.
You were both doing a little dance, or I don't know how you describe it as we were listening to that. What did you think as you were hearing?
I don't know, you could call it dancing, but that's very generous of you. Um, it's it always catches me off guard to hear her voice. She sang on two songs on the record, and it's like, by the time you get to where we are in the process of releasing a record, you're already sick of the music. With exception to the two moments where Bonnie is on the record. I mean, we're very proud of this record, and I don't mean to speak disparagingly of it. It's just you have to do so much listening to the music and so much. You get so deep inside the project that by the time people are hearing it for the first time, it's quite old for you. But I will never, as long as I live, tire of hearing Bonnie Raitt sing our songs.
Dave, do you ever get starstruck?
Oh yeah, for sure. Although I think the cool thing now is when I hear her sing on those songs, it really, like, that relationship has become a friendship, which is really wild and surreal to say. So it's both like listening to one of your bona fide heroes sing on your music, and then also your friend Bonnie, which is a strange juxtaposition, but feels really special.
How did this all come about, Joey?
We connected with Bonnie at the Winnipeg Folk Festival in 2014. We were sort of roughly introduced by a mutual friend to somebody who we had befriended a couple years before and has stayed a good friend of ours to this day. Mentioned to her that we were warming up the stage for her at the Folk Fest, and that if she had the time and the energy, she should come and check us out. And so she did. And she watched our set and then called us over to her. What folks may or may not know is backstage at the main stage of the Folk Fest, every artist gets their own like RV camper trailer. That's kind of like your dressing room. And so she called us over to her camper trailer thing, and wanted, her tour manager came by and said, "Hey, Bonnie wants to say hi," and we kind of stayed in touch ever since then.
What did you think that conversation was about?
I mean, there's no way to know, when somebody says the words, Bonnie Raitt wants to come say hi, or you name whichever idol of yours. You're just hoping it's good news, It's like, Mr. Springsteen wants to let you know what he thought of your set. Boys, don't quit your day job,
Well, and you don't say no to something like that, right? Dave, what was it like working with her?
It was really, really cool. Her artistry and her professionalism shone through in a pretty big way. When it came, from where Joey left the story to working on the album, that's like 10 years have gone by. But once we sort of got through the process of like sending her the record and her coming back and saying, "Hey, I'd love to sing on a couple songs," deciding on the tunes. When it actually got into it, the coolest thing was that we just really connected over just how common the experience of making something is, whether you're making it with somebody who's a legend or somebody who's just starting. Like, she brought such a wonderful attitude to it. She just cared so much about doing a good job, and she wanted to understand the song, and she wanted to understand our intent with it. And she sat with it, and she delivered this incredible performance. And it was just like, oh man, whether you're at the very pinnacle of this art form or you're just starting out, we all get into this and we just care so much about making things that matter and doing it well. And that was so humbling and so inspiring too, that she just hasn't lost the care and the love of the craft. That was really neat.
Was it hard to work with someone who isn't in the same place?
No. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Joe.
No, you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. I'll take. No, we're pretty accustomed to that at this point. We did our entire third album come morning, most of it remotely because of the pandemic, and that's just a reality of sort of the modern recording landscape. And in almost every way, I think it's a good thing. It allows us to create and collaborate with people quicker, to connect with people that are in places that normally would be, they would be non-starters for making music together. You can't afford to get to different parts of the world to get a piano track or something like that. But now we can just fly that stuff around as easily as sending a text message. And I think that only facilitates making neater stuff. So yeah, we're fairly accustomed to it.
So you both have had Bonnie Raitt on your album now. Who is the next fancy person you want to collaborate with?
I mean, she's kind of the top. I'm about to pack this thing in and go back to landscaping. So, I mean, all kidding and joking aside, I think this has really opened us up to a deep kind of desire to collaborate more, and whether that's with, to quote you, Faith, if that's to try to collaborate with more big fancy people or just other folks whose music we admire. I think that's something that Dave and I are both really, really excited about, and we're trying to do a lot more of this. This experience with Bonnie has really fired us up. And even since then, we've had the chance to collaborate with a few other of our peers, fellow named Alan Stone and a couple others, and it's really just inspired us to do more and more and share music with more and more people. So, we're looking forward to doing a whole lot more, including some touring next year with our good buddy Begonia.
Yeah, does it make it easier when you have a Winnipegger with you on tour?
Definitely doesn't hurt. And Begonia was also the very first singer in my very first band. So in terms of collaborating with her, that's going to feel very comfy.
The album officially comes out November 14th. I know we've been kind of playing some songs here and there. What can fans expect?
This record is a very band-driven sort of album for us, and it was really deliberate. We wanted to capture the excitement and the feel of the band that we had toured 2 years previous, sort of on the last album cycle. And so it's a little simpler in terms of production. It's a bit more stripped back, but I also think it's some of the best playing, some of the best writing that we've done. So yeah, it's just stripping some of those production elements back, but also hopefully showing some maturity and a little bit of maturity. We'll stay with that. A little maturity.
Dave,
more maturity.
More maturity, yeah. Dave and Joey, thank you.
Thanks a lot, Faith. Good to chat with you.
You as well. Dave and Joey Landreth making up the Bros Landreth. The band releases their new album called Dog Ear this November.